It's never been this easy to get your Necramech. I'll be breaking down the resources by planet, so make sure you have your mining drill equipped. And let's go. Starting with the plains of Eidolon. We're gonna be looking for 60 Ferros and 60 Pyrol, and what we're gonna do is to find the nearest cave, which is around here. Easy to find on the map. Around here there is a cave entrance. We're going down there to find the ores, which are the red veins in the walls, and then get our mines, our ores. Got Pyrol. Now for Orb Vallis. Here we're looking for 60 Travoride. We're going to either this cave or this one. And here we're looking for the same thing. Travoride is a ore, so red veins is the thing we want to go for. Next we have Cambion Drift. Here the list grows, but it's still pretty easy to farm. First, let's take a look on mining. We're looking for 60 Namalon, 60 Adramalium, 60 Bapholite, 40 Heciphron, 30 Dagonic, and 30 Tiametrite. For the fish parts, we need 12 Spinal core sections, 4 Parasitic Tethermaw, and 3 Biotic filters. Other than that, we have minor resources that will either drop from enemies or crates around the map, which are 275 Lucent Teroglobe, 4800 Nano Spores, and 1800 Plastids. Again, don't be scared, this is actually pretty easy to farm. The fishing and mining parts, which might look like they're a bit scary, they're really not. The common ores are gonna even drop from these CYSTs, which are pretty much crates around the map, and some of the other resources too. But as you can see there, our main source and the place where we can farm all of the mining and fishing parts are from the Requiem Obelisks, which you need to enter your operator, activate it with void damage or your imp, and then wait for the enemies to be affected by the pylon effect, and then you can kill them again with your amp. Or if your amp is too weak, you can use Excalibur Umbra. Now I'm using the mod so it doesn't become a specter and help me, but just so you have an idea. Also, I said about the crate, this is also another crate that you can get some resources. These ones are a bit more rare, but yeah, let's get into the obelisks. These are affected, you just kill them. The pylon drops the resource. I'm waiting because this one is not. It's gonna pulse again. There we go. It doesn't seem that it actually was affected, just not glowing. Here we have the resources. Remember, wait for it to pulse to affect the enemies. And it's a no problem. Look at those resources. We got some stuff we need. That's really how it goes. So if you want to go and farm stuff by hand, you absolutely can. For the fish parts, you have to equip your fishing spear, get the appropriate one for the Cambion Drift, and just find the fish and get to work, you know. Then you have to process them on Necrolisk. If you want to mine for your ores, for the mining part, you're gonna have to choose a place depending on where the weather, I'm gonna call it, is. If it is Foss, as it is right now, you want to go to this structure. If it is Vohm, then you're looking for this side of the map. around here, if I'm not wrong. So it's the same thing. This map, we're looking for both ores and gems. So for Adramalium, Bapholite, and Namalon, we're looking for these yellow nodes. Only Namalon is a uncommon ore, so it's gonna take a bit longer to get, but eventually you will get it. As for the gems, which are Heciphron, Dagonic, and Tiametrite, these are the blue nodes, or blue veins. And the rare one, or not rare, it's uncommon, is the Heciphron. But it's not even that hard. Other resources are 3 Morphics that you can get either from Mars or Mercury. 480 Rubedo, which you can get from either Earth or Lua. And 10 Orokin cells, which you can get from Deimos. So we're looking at these other nodes. Other than that, you're still gonna need the damaged Necramech parts, which you can get from killing Necramechs on the vaults. Or you can buy them with fodder. As for the gems, you'll need the blueprints from Otak. They're here, they're not that expensive. They're either rank 1 or 2 with the ENTRATI to buy them. Now all you need to do is get it to craft. I see that you're still here, so I'm gonna show you my route to farm the Requiem pylons. They not always spawn on the same place. As you can see, there is no pylon here. But the route is, we start on the Necrolis, Abscess, right, the middle, then there's 3 very close to each other. Then here, then you get out, get in again, and start the process all over. Here, we go down. Second one is here. Third one is over here. Then we go to the middle, which is over here. Then the 3 close ones, usually one here. Second one is here. And then usually another one here. The last spot is this one. Right here. And then you just start all over again. I also mentioned the Excalibur Umbra. This is how it works. But not only that. Activate. They're affected. Let him do the job. He'll use your weapons, so that's a lot more effective if you have a weaker amp. But you still need to wait for the enemies to be affected. You just cannot let him kill everything. Otherwise you won't get the stuff. There we go. Another tip is that not all of the Requiem pylons are worth doing. There's 3 main ones that are amazing, and then there's one that's pretty situational, and then there's the rest that is usually pretty bad or terrible. Kra releases a slow, which is really good. Vom creates a link. The enemies that it's playing good. Connected, you're gonna get the drop. And there's Riz that blinds enemies. If it's blinded, it's gonna drop the items. Those 3 are just guaranteed. Then we have Faz, which is usually pretty good when you have Excalibur Umbra, because it makes enemies friendly, so it's kind of hard to even get stuff. But if you have Excalibur, he'll just kind of target them, and then it'll be easier. As for the rest, Loke does some kind of claw attack that sometimes teleport enemies. It's a piece of crap. Terrible. There is Zata that transforms into other pylons randomly, so it's a lottery. You can get good stuff or bad stuff. There is Yahoo, which is a repulsion pulse, which if you have a frame that can group them, you might be able to use it. Otherwise, it's gonna be garbage. And there is Netra, which creates tendril drones that need to kill the enemy for you to get loot. So it's also pretty bad. So you should focus on the Vom, Pra, Riss. If you have Excalibur Umbra, you can even do the Foss. That's it. It's a lot easier than it was. Now, if for some reason you're still struggling with the damaged Necramech parts, you can send me a DM in-game and I can get some for you. That's it. Hope you get your mech soon. Leave it a like, subscribe, and peace.